Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we'll be looking at Tottenham's 2-1 win over Ferencvaros away from home as Spurs keep their unbeaten run in the Europa League alive. It wasn't the most convincing win we've ever had, but we got the job done, and we also saw starts from Lancashire and Mikey Moore, which is pretty cool. I thought they played pretty well, especially Mikey Moore. He was pretty explosive on that right-hand side, and I'm pretty excited to see what they do in the future. I'm finally happy they're being able to finally start in our squad, and the Europa League kind of gives them that opportunity. But overall, we pretty much dominated the game, 58% possession. We had 1.13 expected goals, less than Ferencvaros. Ferencvaros were creating a good amount of opportunities. We defended them pretty well, but we could have done a lot. We could have done better, I think, in a lot of aspects of our game today. We had 17 shots, 7 of which were on target. We were pretty much creating chances. Our attack was flowing. I think we gave Ferencvaros a little too many opportunities. They had one goal earlier in the match that was disallowed for offside. I feel like my heart skipped a beat at that moment. I was like, why do we have to concede? Like, that was very Spursy. We completely just switched off at that moment, and that kind of happened for their actual goal that counted in stoppage time today. But other than that, we got the job done, and we kind of grinded this victory out, and it's crucial for us because Europa League is a huge competition for us this season if we want to get a trophy. Since there's not as high of a likelihood of getting it in the Premier League, obviously, and now the Carabao Cup that we're playing City in the next round. So this is pretty much our only outlet to get a trophy this season other than FA Cup. As for our scorers, Sarr opened the scoring in the 23rd minute. It was a pretty sloppy goal. Lucas Bergvall got the assist. I believe it was Mikey Moore who made a decent run from the right-hand flank and came into the center towards the 18-yard box. He kind of just put it into the danger area near the 18-yard in the penalty box, and then Lucas Bergvall kind of just flicked it on. It was a little sloppy up in the penalty box, and Sarr was able to just put it past the keeper. And it was a pretty quick start from us, 23 minutes on the clock, and it was shortly after Ferencvaros had that disallowed goal, so it was a good reply. Then the scoreline of 1-0 remained for quite a while, and it wasn't until the 86th minute that Brennan Johnson scored. He hit his shot off the left post and went in, or right post, I don't remember, but hit off the post and went in. This is his 5th goal in his last 5 games. Very impressive in all competitions. This is very, very impressive stuff from Brennan Johnson. He has really turned up this season, and especially in the last 2 matches with Son being absent, he has really stepped up and almost taken his place as the goal scorer. Madison grabbed the assist by simply just passing the ball to, like, kind of mopping up the ball and passing to Johnson after Ferencvaros lost possession. Both of our goals were not that spectacular today, but like I said, it wasn't the prettiest game with the prettiest goals. We kind of just grinded this victory out. And then one of the only disappointing part of this match was the goal that Ferencvaros scored. It was put into the penalty box, and then it was kind of just flicked on over Vicario's head. And that gave Ferencvaros a small consolation at the end of the match. As for our player performances, I would say our defense was pretty good. Vicario made one really good save. I believe the passage of play was eventually stopped because it was offside, but a shot was taken by a Ferencvaros player. I forget who it was, and it came like a rocket towards Vicario, and he still made the save. It was offside, but still, that was pretty impressive from Vicario. Couldn't really do anything about the goal, pretty much, unless if he came out of his position a little bit and kind of came into the 6-yard box. That was maybe the only way he could have done better there, but I don't think he had much of a chance to save that. As for our defense was pretty solid. Like I said, there were some moments where we just switched off, but other than that, I think we were pretty good with Archie Gray, Christian Romero, our 2 center backs, and Pedro Porro and Davies. I thought Pedro Porro was very explosive today. He hit the post, I believe. He had one curling shot on his left foot, and he hit just like the bottom stud of the goalpost, which is pretty disappointing for him. Well, disappointing as in disappointing he didn't score. Now for our midfield, Lucas Bergvall on the left. He did get an assist to show for his performance today. It was kind of a sloppy assist, but an assist is still an assist. Then we have Bissouma and Sarr. I believe this is the first time we've played Bissouma and Sarr alongside each other since last season. And I'm happy to see it back, because I remember at the beginning of last season when we were kind of just firing on all cylinders, they were our go-to little midfield combination when Bentancur was injured especially. And I'm happy to see them back. They played pretty well. Sarr getting a goal to show for it, and Bissouma being pretty explosive. As for our attack, we had Timo Werner, Lancashire, and Mikey Moore. Like I said, I think Mikey Moore was the most impressive out of the three. Made some pretty explosive runs. Honestly, I think he deserved a goal to show us for his performance today. And he had a great performance. For Will Lancashire at striker, he was a little less involved. Didn't do much wrong, didn't do much right. But I'm happy to see what's to come from these two youngsters in the future. Mikey Moore being 17 years of age and Will Lancashire being 19. So Lancashire is the older one, so I'm happy to see what will come out of both of those youngsters. And on the left we had Timo Werner. Timo Werner, well, another one of his usual performances. I feel like he dribbled well, he got into positions well, he just could not finish. He had one opportunity where I believe Mikey Moore, I think it was, crossed it into the penalty box. Vernon was pretty much the only one there. It was only him and the goalkeeper. The keeper came out, and then he tried to go around the keeper. His touch brought him too far off, too wide, and then he ended up hitting the side netting. I think the worst aspect of his game is trying to finish those one-on-ones. That he just does not have the confidence. But also, I think as soon as the keeper starts to come out, that's what makes him rush a little bit, and that like kind of clouds his thinking and his decision making. That's where he's at fault. So he really needs to improve that. Onto our subs, we had Madison, Johnson, and Kulusevski come on in the 65th minute. Johnson and Madison made the most impact. Johnson scoring, Madison getting assist. And then Solanke also came on in the 81st minute. Did not make too much of an impact, as he was only on for around 10 minutes. But yeah, that pretty much sums up the video. If you like our videos, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And until next time, come on you Spurs!